Hello YouTube! So today I thought we could sit down for a little chat, you and I. A little heart to heart. And what I want to talk about is growing up. More specifically, things I wish I'd known about growing up before I actually grew up. Because no matter how prepared I thought I was, there were still a few things that kind of blindsided me when I first moved into my own apartment. So I'm going to talk about a few of those today. I think it's safe to say that most teenagers go through a phase where all you can think is, God, I want to grow up, I want to move out, I want to have my own place, I want to be the boss of my own life. Be careful what you wish for. Believe me, I was the exact same way. I could not wait to move out of my parents' house and live on my own. Now I sometimes kind of wish that I could go back to the way it was before. When I was 20 years old, I moved out of my parents' house and into the apartment that I still live in to this day, and for the first week it was pure paradise. I was ecstatic to be living on my own. I decided what to eat, when to go to bed, when to watch TV, what to watch on TV. I was the boss of my own life. Then, by week 2, a shitload of the responsibilities that comes with being an adult jumped out at me and practically backhanded me across the face, reminding me that I was now an actual adult, living on my own and fully responsible for my own life. So here's a few of the absolutely crappy things that come with being an adult. Number 1. Are you scared of spiders? Don't like creepy crawlers in general? Well, too freaking bad, because you're gonna have to deal with those little fuckers on your own. Once you're living on your own, you can't just get your parents or your siblings to come and kill any invading little creepy crawler that dares enter your domain. You're gonna have to do the adult thing and deal with it yourself. Now, personally, I've never had a problem with spiders or creepy crawlers in general, but once a giant-ass spider is crawling up your wall, it's perfectly okay to consider relocating, at least for a brief period of time. Now, if you're smart, you could try to convince one of your friends to move in really close by so they can come running and rescue you from said creepy crawlers. Believe me, I have been that friend. Despite the fact that I moved in first. I do have that friend that lives practically next door to me, who for the first 3 months of her living in her apartment would call me up and be like, "There's a spider in my apartment and I'm hiding in the bathroom." Okay, that was borderline mean. I mean, she wasn't that bad, but she did say those exact words. True story. Another option could be to get one of those electric fly swatter thingies and basically barbecue the hell out of any 8 or 6-legged creature that dares into your living quarters. Bottom line is, once you're living on your own, you're on your own. Go away, son. Number 2, grocery shopping. Now, we've all been with our parents to the supermarket, just tagging along, minding our own business, carelessly dropping our favorite snacks into the cart. That shit stops when you're living on your own. I'm not even kidding. Grocery shopping is one of the most mind-numbingly boring things that comes with being an adult, because not only do you have to consider the healthy options, or should I buy this or should I not buy that, and hell no, I am not buying that even though I am craving that shit right now. You also have to manage a budget. Dun dun dun. This is where the responsibility part comes into play, because you cannot just waffle your money away on stupid shit and delicious but expensive food that you're craving but can't really afford. Believe me, I have been there. It's not very funny at the end of the month when you've been living off oatmeal for a week straight because you're broke. So not only do you suddenly have full responsibility for your physical health, you also have to consider the state of your bank account when, and preferably before, you go grocery shopping. I know, it's boring as fuck. This is one of those few times I wish the sun would just fuck off. Okay, that's it. I am taking a break in filming. Number 3, learn how to cook. I think it goes without saying that once you're living on your own, you're responsible for getting something to eat. And what you eat. There's no more waltzing through the door going, "Hi mom, what's for dinner?" You have to decide what's for dinner. And believe me, even though there's an endless list of possible dishes that you can prepare for yourself, chances are that you will most likely A, forget about 99% of those choices, B, you will not be able to afford a lot of the food you like, and C, you will probably not know how to cook it. It's that simple really, because cooking can be really, really fucking complicated. Believe me, 5 years of trial and error and I'm still learning. One piece of advice that I keep hearing everywhere, and one that I would also recommend, is that you pick 2 or 3 dishes and you learn how to cook them. And when I say learn how to cook them, you need to fucking own them to the point where Gordon Ramsay himself would weep with joy. Now, those 2 or 3 dishes should keep you going for a little while, at least until you're prepared to try something else or you're brave enough to be a little creative in the kitchen. A little creativity is always good. My best dish, and the one that I probably eat the most at the moment, was created completely by accident. It's like my own little edible Frankenstein's monster that I created simply by playing around with different spices and combining different ingredients to see what works. Or, I mean, if you're having one of those days where you just can't be bothered to cook, give your parents a call if they don't live too far away and more or less invite yourself over for dinner. Especially if you're living on a tight budget, because believe me, when you don't have a lot of money, free food quickly becomes your favorite food. But yeah, definitely learn how to cook before moving out. Number 4, laundry. Once you become an adult and you move out and you live on your own, you realize pretty quickly that 1, your dirty laundry does not automatically make its own way into the laundry basket, and 2, it does not magically wash, dry and fold itself. Yeah. Gone are the days where your parents would wash your clothes because, hey, they were washing their own anyway, right? Now you have to figure out how to work a washing machine. And read the instruction labels on your clothes. What was that shit written in Aramaic? Suddenly there's all these symbols that you have to decipher in order to not ruin your favorite clothes, and just do yourself a favor and learn how to read them before you move out. I'm still learning the hard way. Number 5. Nothing is free anymore. Now, of course I can only speak from my own experience, but once you turn 18 in Denmark, you are in fact a legal adult. Up until the age of 18, you have access to a range of free services like free dental care. Not to mention the fact that your parents are probably buying your clothes, your medicine, and for us girls, pads and tampons. Once you turn 18, that's it. No more free shit. Once you're an adult, you have to pay for dental care, and that shit is expensive as fuck, by the way. And on top of that, like I said, medicine, pads and tampons, all the things that your parents used to buy for you. You have to buy that shit for yourself. And a lot of it is not cheap. So if you're still legally a child or you're living at home with all expenses paid, please enjoy that while you can, because oh my god! Shit's expensive! Being an adult is fucking expensive! And finally, number 6, responsibilities fucking suck. It's the harsh truth. Responsibilities absolutely suck. Once you're an adult, you're gonna be slammed in the face with a shitload of responsibilities, most of which will probably make you think, I did not sign up for this, but tough fucking luck. You're just gonna have to deal with it. And when I say responsibilities, of course I mean all the things that I've just ranted about, but I also mean the things that we've probably taken for granted that our parents have done for us our entire lives up until this point, like calling the doctor's office for an appointment or just calling any public service in general. Once you're an adult, you have to do that yourself. I am still learning how to do that. Other responsibilities would be being conscious of how you spend your money. I mean, obviously you can't go on a massive shopping spree on the 1st of every month because, hey, you need to eat and shower. You usually need stuff for showering. Even with something as simple as toilet paper, which does not magically grow out of the wall or appear in the bathroom cupboards like it did back home with your parents, you're gonna have to spend money on that too. And if you want the good kind that doesn't feel like you're wiping your ass with a sandy towel, guess what? That's expensive too. So I guess another thing that comes with being an adult is having to compromise not having some of the things that you were used to having when you lived at home with your parents, because you're not going to be able to afford it unless you're like an Instagram millionaire or something. Yeah. What am I doing with my life? So to wrap up this video, growing up fucking sucks. They're right when they say don't grow up, it's a trap, but it's not like we have much choice anyway, do we? Probably not. I just wish someone had told me these things before I tried to brave the adult life on my own and failed miserably. On the other hand, I don't think we'll ever truly be prepared for adult life before we find ourselves in the middle of it. I mean, at the age of 25, I'm still going by trial and error. There are lots of things that I still don't know, and maybe that's okay. Maybe we have to learn things on our own. A guidebook on how to successfully adult would have been nice though. Anyway, that was it for today. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you hit that subscribe button, YouTube will let you know when I upload something else, so you could do that. It's totally up to you. I can't force you to do anything. Responsibilities. Yay! Bye. Once you become an adult and you live out and move on your own, I can speak, you'll realize pretty quickly